Uploading Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and this is my little detective kitty, Zeno Asagiri, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kamonohashi Deranged Detective Chapter 53. So before we get down to this mystery and live reaction, recapping live reaction, let us just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. Even though, considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, we probably should be by now. And we're just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and it's getting faster by the second. We're talking panic attack, migraine-inducing hyperspeed levels of struggle up in ya. We're struggling to keep a roof over our heads. It is that bad, right, kitties? Right, detective kitties? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. Woo! So, last week, Finnick showed off her Phoenix touch. And, Kitty, calm down, Detective Kitties. I know you want to get to this mystery. And it's really interesting how she can solve mysteries with her touch. And seems like we're actually going to get to the resolution this chapter. We'll see if she's right. We'll see if she's right, kitty. We'll see. Anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. Here we go. Alright, Detective Kitties. Let's do this. A famous duo who can hold their own against Ron and Toto. Dang it, you've got to remind me that this manga is only available in Japan, when, in reality, we should be getting e-volumes at least on Manga Plus. I'm just saying. And this chapter is titled The Case of the Twin Prison Locked Room, Part 3. You solved the mystery. You solved the mystery already, Phoenix-san? Yeah, this is the greatest locked room detective in history. This is Madame Finn's power, right, madam? Do you think she really solved it? Yeah, though it pains me to admit it. I'm the detective Finn Fennick, and I will now explain the trick behind the moon prison. Tell us the gist of this mystery, Amamiya. Huh? To tell you? Finn Sensei's locked room lecture is about to begin. Well, Detective Kitty is missing out on this. Oh well. Okay, this case's biggest mystery is that a corpse suddenly appeared in this room after it was locked for 7 years. The only key was warped at a fire, so the room was totally impossible to enter. So how did the culprit get inside? Good. The answer to that is, the culprit never entered at all. What? Huh? Which means they stuffed the body in through the chimney? The answer to that is, the corpse was not put in from outside. So this was not a. Wait a minute. This still could be a Santa Claus situation, because remember, Santa uses magic. What? So then how? There was one remaining possibility. Stay out of this. Like Shachi said, I didn't ask you. Well, it makes sense that she wouldn't ask a candy salesman. Phoenix-san, I called you here to solve this locked room mystery as quickly as possible. Could you please just give us a succinct answer? Nobody enjoys hold on a second. Nobody enjoys solving mysteries. What does that mean? Let's see. Another of my father's sayings. Very well. I'll put it succinctly. For 7 years, until the key arrived from England, neither the culprit nor the corpse entered the moon prison. Huh? So then, the corpse was inside the whole time? No way, that's impossible. You saw the photo we took 2 weeks ago, right? There's a hint in these photos. These photos were taken on the same day, date, and time from the same location, and when the sun was at the same height. But when you look closely, you'll see that the area of sunlight striking the wall is larger in the photo than the family took. What? A difference in the photos? Are you saying the photo that the family took was edited? No. What these two photos tell us is that when the family took the photo, the far wall was closer to the window. What do you say? The wall was closer? What does that mean? If the wall's position changed, the shape of the sunlight hitting it would change too. The closer the wall is to the window, the more sunlight will strike it. Yeah, that's true. But there's no way a brick wall can move, which means... I see. There was a dummy wall in front of the corpse. Correct. That's what her Phoenix touch found, was the dummy wall. That wall kept the corpse out of sight. But a dummy wall inside the prison? I found that this in the fireplace. The fragments of foam styrol. So that's what it was. The dummy wall was made from blocks of foam styrol, but the door was locked. So how did they retrieve it? By any number of methods. For example, the blocks could be threaded on a cord, and if the end of the cord was stuck out of the chimney and fixed in place, then the blocks could be lifted out of the chimney. See, the Santa method. Santa, we see you. We see you. Right, kitties? Right, Key? Well, Detective Key don't care. And if the end of the cord was stuck out of the chimney and fixed in place, then the blocks could be lifted out of the chimney simply by pulling the string. Gotcha. So the fragments we found from when the blocks were retrieved. Oh my God! Damn it! I fucked this up. Gotcha. So the fragments we found were from when the blocks were retrieved. What a trick! Impressive. That's the Fin Sensei I know. But why did the culprit go to the trouble of such an elaborate setup? Since this trick was made to conceal the corpse, we can assume the culprit's aim wasn't to reveal the corpse again now. Rather, they never wanted it revealed. They'd successfully concealed it for 7 years, and if nothing had happened, then Shintaro would have never been found. So the culprit released him after the family acquired the key? Right. The dummy wall might have held a clue that pointed back to the culprit, so they had no choice to retrieve it before it was discovered, and that's what led to the corpse suddenly appearing from nowhere. She learned this much from such a brief investigation. It's perfect. So then the culprit is someone who knew the key had been sent over from England. Ooh. I'll leave the rest to the Japanese police. I've solved the mystery of the locked room. I'm going home. What? Huh? What? This was nothing compared to the perfect locked room of the Sun Prison in England. The trick was simple. You're really just leaving? You have much more to learn if you want to compete with me. Gah. Ron? Gah, utter defeat. Just leave me alone. Aw. He's drowning his sorrows in brown sugar? Can you blame him? What about your suspicion that Fin Sensei is working for the M family? I hear she's staying in a guest house nearby. Hear she's staying in a guest house nearby. For now, let's rent a room in the same place and think it over. Will you cut that out? The next day, we still don't have any leads on the culprit. Were you up all night, Ron? I was too frustrated about losing a sensei to sleep, so I was thinking about the Sun Prison. Ooh. Because the Sun Prison, I guess they're the same prison, but there's no false wall there. Hey, what kind of case was the Sun Prison murder? The one that Fin Sensei couldn't solve. I thought about it again, and it's still totally baffling. About 70 years ago, Scotland Yard got a report from a woman who said she returned from a trip and her husband was missing. So that one started with the missing husband too. On top of that, just like with this case, the husband said he was contacting outer space in the Sun Prison. Are we sure that Scientology wasn't involved? Or another... That feels like Scientology's involved with this. So the police officer who received the report and the wife headed to the Sun Prison. The door was locked, and from the window they saw her husband sitting in a chair. In a chair? So that's another point of difference. Right, they called out to him, but there was no response. They saw a sturdy-looking bar across the inside of the door, so they gave up on getting through the door, and they broke the window to get inside. Inside the room, the husband was tied to a chair and was dead of multiple stab wounds. The wife passed out on the spot, and the officer ran back to his chair, or, oh my god, holy shit. And the officer ran back to his car, which was parked on the street, and returned to the station for backup. What an awful case. Seriously, that's sad. Oh my god. After that, the investigation revealed that the husband had been dead for 48 hours. They initially suspected that the murderer had hidden inside the fireplace, but the officers quickly verified that nobody had been inside the fireplace, that there were no mechanisms on the door, and there was no signs of tampering with the brass bar. So it was a locked room. Their one clue was a knife left at the crime scene that had fingerprints from the wife's ex-lover. Plus, he was spotted near the Sun prison. Huh? Was that ex-lover the culprit? He was a suspect, of course, but he disappeared. The wife who received insurance money from her husband's death was a suspect too, but there was never any proof. And so the case for which the culprit is yet to be found became a legend in the detective world as a totally impregnable locked room murder mystery. So that's the case even Finn Sensei couldn't solve. Now let's go see Finn Sensei. Have you found a way to figure out if she's an M family informant? Not at all. Let's just charge right in. Though I feel like she'll manage to turn the tables on us. Wait, it's Amamiya-senpai. Hello? Yes? Huh? Another murder? Oh no, they discovered a new corpse in the moon prison. The door was locked, but inside, there's a corpse with stab marks tied to a chair. It's the same as the case in England. Oh, shit. So the detectives are sucked back into the mystery's vortex. If I remember correctly, the guy in the moon prison was also part of this cult as well. Hold on, we need to look at this real quick. Let's go back and take a look at the first chapter of this case. Oh, whoops, wrong chapter. We need to look at this case here to get an idea to remember of what's happened here. Because I feel like that is very, very important. Where are we? Hold on a second. We need to see this. Because I want to do what I want to make sure of. I want to make sure that I'm right on this for doing my analysis on this chapter, especially in regards to what we know about the murder in the Sun prison. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so based on the depression of the skull, it appears he was killed by someone striking him in the head. Alright, let me do this. This will probably be the easiest way to do it. Hold on a second. We're gonna do it side by side. Hold on. I want to point out something very interesting here. That Ron said the thing at the Sun prison happened about 70 years ago, so this would be the 70th anniversary of it happening. The other thing I want to point out here is the first dead body that was found. It was 7 years ago that that body was discovered. Or no, they said that that body had probably been there for about 7 years, right? That's what it seems like, yeah. Yeah, the body has been dead for close to 7 years. It's very interesting. Gotta wonder if maybe Guy found, because it says here, the body has been dead for close to 7 years, and based on the depression of the skull, it appears he was killed by someone striking him in the head. I wonder if Gentaro found the dead body and the actual culprit came up behind him and killed him with a brick. That would make the most sense to me. Yes. That would make the most sense. So when did they find... And after... And you know why the bricks were lifted up now? Is because it's the 70-year anniversary of the case in the Sun prison. I see. Because the thing is, I watch way too much Criminal Minds. You see, because people like this, they are sick fucks. They are deranged in the head. And this is coming from someone that has multiple mental illnesses, by the way. But yes, that seems right. And I understand what Amano is doing here. Because remember what was said in chapter 52, that there was that argument between Fennec and Ron about their detective styles, their mystery solving styles. That Fennec's was more analytical, whereas Ron's is more focused on people, like kind of like where you have kind of like Criminal Minds. That's where I kind of base Ron's off of, and that's the best way to say it. With Ron's based off of like Criminal Minds meets CSI kind of thing. That's what it really seems like to. That's where Ron is coming from, and what Amano is doing is kind of like showing that the best way to solve mysteries is first of all, every case is different. Every case is different. And in the case of this one, both styles aren't going to work on their own. No, you need both of them to come together to solve a complicated case like this. You need to figure out, based on the dead bodies, the culprit's MO, especially with the history of this case. And obviously, why lift the bricks? Why remove the bricks now? Why? Why get rid of this dummy wall? There has to be a reason why. Well, this guy obviously wanted to show off for his 70th anniversary of the Sun Moon killing. That's what it seems to me. Like, look, think of it like the Zodiac, for example. The Zodiac has a huge ego, right? And he did all these ciphers taunting the police, taunting everybody, saying, you motherfuckers can't find me, you motherfuckers ain't gonna catch me. That's what this is giving me. And I like that Amano is going this route. Because something that's going on is that you have this bilateral all or nothing mentality, that it's my way or the highway kind of thing, all or nothing, black or white mentality. There we go. Ha. And that's what's going on here. It is that both Ron and Fennec are stubborn as fuck. Right, Kitty? Right, Detective Keys? See, my kitty is smart. My Detective Kitty is smart. Your timing is everything, Zeno. You know, you're stubborn-ass cat. But you solved the mystery too, huh, Keys? You solved the mystery too, huh, Keys? So... Come here. Oh... Let's take a look at this. At the possible killer here that we have. There's the wife, and there is the can you just chill? And then there's the wife's lover as well. And then let's take a look at this too with the family. Kitty, chill. Let's see, where are you? Yoko looks like a fatter version of the wife, but it has been 70 years. But they would be a lot older. A lot older than that. So it could be one or two things. It could be, you know, obviously the guy's older, the guy's old as shit and doing this, or it could be their descendant doing, like their grandson doing it, or their son doing it, which I would kind of believe more. I could honestly believe that. But the other thing is that this is something that I could see the M family doing. Because the M family is very meticulous like this. But I'm very curious, but then this brings up the question, why? Why this target? Why? Why these prisons? Why? And then there's the servant here. Kaki here. Kaki is the most out of all of them, Kaki is the most likely to do it. It's always the fucking butler. Out of all of them, Kaki is the one to do it. Kaki could be the one that came from England to do it. Maybe. It'd be interesting if she was. Very, very curious what you guys think. I doubt it, but it'd be very interesting. But here's the other thing we gotta keep in mind here as well. This is because there's this. Both people were part of. Jintaro was part of a religious organization that sought to connect with outer space. Jar Jar, the architect who designed the moon prison, was also part of the same group, which preached a dogma of communication with Mother Space. It said the moon prison and sun prison were designed for that purpose. So, who? You know what? This is why I brought up Scientology. If this is a Scientology situation, I'm going to die. Right, kitties? Right, Detective Kitty? I swear, if it isn't agent of this cult, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm very, very curious what you guys think in regards to this. But I feel like it's gotta, the only one that out of the family, if it is the family, it's gotta be Kaki. It's gotta be Kaki. Out of all of them, it's gotta be, if it's gonna be from someone from the family, it's gotta be Kaki. But the other thing is, again, what about the ex-lover from the Sun prison case? Does he fit in this somehow? Like, is like Kaki like the descendant, or what? Is she part of? If she's, you know, what could connect both of them actually? You know what's going to be what I think the connection is, because I'm sticking with Scientology on this one. I've already done it so far. It's going to be the Scientology religious cult situation. I think that's going to be the connection. I do. And you gotta wonder if Jintaro was having second thoughts. He was having second thoughts. He found the body. I'm very curious what you guys think of this chapter. What do you guys think about, like, especially the timing of the body being found on the 70th anniversary of the sunroom murder? I just find it, the sun prison murder, I think it's very interesting. It is. And what is the purpose of it? Is it because they found something they weren't supposed to find? Because you know how Scientology is. If you get too close, if you find something you ain't supposed to find, they make sure you go away. They make sure you are silenced. Just saying. That's how it usually is with these cults. But I'm very curious what you guys think, because this is too much of a coincidence. Just something very sus with all this. And who do you think is behind it? Who do you think is connected to it? Who do you think the one that committed the murder is in both cases? Do you think it's the same person? Or do you think it's different people, but they're connected to the organization? I'm leaning more towards the latter than the former, to be honest. But we'll see. If it ends up being the M family connected to that, I'm gonna die. But I doubt it. I honestly doubt it. Right, Detective Kitty? Right, Detective Kitties? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdy Can Sync. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more Ron Kamonohashi content, there's a few ways you can do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, Friendhouse, and PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, we'll be seeing you later. Bye.